When I first bought this house, there was a couple of things that were very important to me. Number one was internet speeds. I'm sure you guys can relate. As a tech geek, I want to make sure that I have very fast and reliable internet speeds no matter where I was in my home. Now, in order for me to do this, I needed a mesh network because this house is slightly over 3,500 square feet and it's 3 stories. Now, if you're not familiar with what a mesh network is, you have nodes that you place throughout your home that looks similar to this. This is kind of like an antenna, or sometimes they look like this. And the reason you put these throughout your home is, depending on the size and shape of your home, it can affect the signal. So a lot of people confuse this with access points, which access points are completely different. Access points are essentially 2 routers that are kind of fighting for your connection. So for example, if you're kind of like in the middle of these 2 routers, one of them is going to try to take that connection over the other. That's where you start to get very spotty connection. These guys, these mesh points, actually have a seamless handoff so that when you go from one area to another, it's not going to break that internet connectivity. Since I moved here, I've been using a mesh network called Amplify by Ubiquiti. Now, they found out that I was using their mesh networking system and asked me if I wanted to try out their new Amplify Instant. What sparked my interest when they reached out to me was the price. Most mesh networks go for $399 and up. This one actually sells for $179, but if you live in a smaller home or in an apartment, you can start with just one Amplify Instant for $99. And because Amplify is customizable and scalable, you can buy additional Amplify units as your Wi-Fi needs grow. In addition to this, the setup process was fast and easy. In the box, you get a router and 1 mesh point, and all you have to do is literally power each one of them, which they do come with a power cable, USB Type-C, which by the way, that's a bonus, and an Ethernet cable so that you can connect it to your modem. And the setup process probably took me about 2 to 3 minutes. So the way I set this up is I place the router on the 3rd floor, which is my studio, and then I place the mesh point on the 1st floor. And no matter where I am in my home, I did a couple of speed tests, whether I was on the 3rd floor, the 2nd floor, or even the 1st floor where we typically hang out, I was getting consistent speeds throughout no matter where I was. So once you set everything up, you'll notice there's a small LCD display, which is actually touch sensitive, and you can push on it to display important information. There's also a companion app that you can download, and this works both on Android and iOS, and it allows you to do things like, for example, if you want to block or put a time restriction on a specific user, you can create a guest network, and you can also do other advanced features. But the best part about it is that they make it so easy to use that anybody can do this. I also dig the design. I think it fits really well with any type of furniture that you might have, whether you place this in the living room, in the kitchen area, or even in the bedroom. It's going to blend in really well, as opposed to something like this, which I think looks very hideous, to say the least. Now you might be thinking, Armando, I don't need a mesh network. I get really fast internet speeds. And I recommend you do something right now. Go throughout your home, every nook and cranny, and run a speed test and see if you have any dead zones or inconsistent speeds. And if you do, this is probably a great time to pick up a mesh network similar to this, because this is very easy to set up and also affordable. Now, since I already own an Amplify router, what I want to do with this one is actually give it away to you guys. So what I'm going to do is leave more information to this giveaway down below in the description. Also, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. You guys know what to do if you guys want to see behind the scenes. Follow me on Instagram. Thanks again for watching, and you will catch me in the next one. Adios.